first day of the year. We're here racing at Southside. Looks like a great track we got here. And we got a new driver introduction here with Joe Bornhorst, brand new JConcepts driver. We wanted to show, kind of getting set up, getting those first laps with JConcepts, and run a little racing here in Florida. And it's been a pleasure having him out, and we appreciate the support, and thanks for watching. All right, we're down here track level, looking here at Southside's track. You can see we got a fresh layout. It's a little damp right now. You can see we got a little bit of fluff or loamy dirt on the outside. That's just from running the line here and just pushing dirt out to the outside. A nice double here on the right side. And we kind of got the little corner tabletop here. Fast guys may be able to jump from one side to another. A little short chute, staging area. Like we said, track's a little wet. We'll probably start on the green compound, reflexes or stalkers, something like that. The only jump that really seems to be affected is this face of this triple needed a little bit of work, it looked like, after the rain. You can see here we got a little send it single coming back this way. And then a little roller off camber, nice tabletop coming on, and nice layout over here. Top of the left side. I would say that section over there would probably be my favorite. Coming back at you at the driver's stand, double, and then going up the elevated section, coming onto the back straight. So track is nice and fresh right now. This is usually when you get out here and shake it out, shake it down, see what you got, see what the car's got. Car won't get very dirty, knock it off. Normally in Florida, we'll let it dry a little, knock the dirt off, and you got a nice car, nice and clean again. So we'll probably start with the green reflex or stalkers. It's typically the condition we would start in. Always a good tire and 8 scale, but especially in these conditions. So you can see over here, a little bit of fluff, a little bit of loamy sections. Then we got the hard section here. All this stuff will become very high speed later. You know, now is kind of a just a test and tune time, get you up to speed, feeling how the track is.
Unknown driver. Unknown driver. 37.9. 32.8. 33.3. 37.6. 31 flat. 40.1. 31.9. 29.6. 31.7. 33.7. 36.6. 38.9. 33.6. 29.6. 30.3. 34 flat. 37.3. 35.6. 38.5. 39.4. 33.5. 36.6. 32.6.
Alright, so if we had to compare the track conditions now, the fluff is starting to move off the track here, and we're getting sort of a line built into the driving area. It's still wet, very wet, and it's very soft. And you can see here it's making a lot of footprints with turn marshals and the cars. So what happens is when you're driving over the track, when it's like that, is it's inconsistent to drive. But that's part of the driving style, is you have to adapt, and that's what's kind of going on right now. Is Joe's finding his way here with the track. Some areas kind of brushing off of the loamy areas and just trying to find where the car drives the smoothest, where you can make nice smooth corners. And this is going to continue to happen until it gets dusty, where it dries too far and then it gets dusty. Then it'll be even more difficult. But right now, kind of enjoying a little wet track.
30.7.
Alright, so we're back taking a look here at the track. It's transitioning. Not quite as wet anymore on the surface. Still a little gooey underneath. They decided to take a little break here and do a little track maintenance. We got Lance out there doing some packing. He wants to get it a little smoother. It was real bumpy from the footprints and just being soggy underneath, but it drove really cool. You know, looking at Joe going around the track, it looked really good. And but they're going to try to smooth it out a little bit more, a little more drivable. But yeah, dirt's sticking together here. Starting to dry out quite a bit. We got some helpers out here. We got Julian Oliveris checking things out. He's here to represent Florida here. One of our top racers. See the staging area. And then just generally, you can see it's starting to groove here just a little bit. This is the color you start to look for. It's still a little ways away, but it appears a little bit in a few sections. It starts to make the cars a little easier to drive in the turns. Not quite so grabby.
If they don't do what we do, that's what we think.
See, Lance is trying to get some of the ridges out, make it a little smoother. Got a nice triple here. Check in with Joe. We're going to try some. Started with the reflexes in green compound, like we talked about, pretty much the go-to to start most events. And now we're going to go into a bar style tire, the Ellipse. We're going to run a clay compound, because you can see this surface here starting to pack like almost an indoor clay. So Joe's going to give these a run. The car's ready to go over here in the pits. Hi, Joe Bornhorst here, new JConcepts driver. Joe, we've been following here this morning already on the track.
Yep.
And how are things going?
So far, so good. Just kind of trying some different tires and ran through a couple of green compound tires, and now we're kind of moving to the clay stuff. Kind of trying to decide between a bar tire or a pin tire on the clay stuff, but yeah, just kind of having fun learning the products and getting up to speed.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of followed already, you know, what we had as we started off with a wet, kind of loamy surface. A little bit wet this morning, kind of soggy. And then they went and retamped it, and then you got back out there, you tried a couple different tires. So go into, you know, kind of what you tried early and then what we went to here.
So my first run I tried just a green Triple D just because new track, just wanted to kind of get some laps in. I knew that tire would be okay. Moved to a green Reflex then on the Nitro car, and I thought that was maybe a little bit better, just kind of a little bit more balanced. There's not really a whole lot of loam, so the tighter tread just kind of helped out with that a little bit. So I ran that a couple times, and then then it went on recamped it, so it kind of sealed it back off again. So then we just tried to gold the lips, and it's a little bit hard, I think, just because of being brand new. We didn't sand it or anything. So we're going to try to stand them and kind of open them up a little bit and get them a little bit softer, and then go back out there.
All right, well, you're getting the cars ready here. Tekno's looking good. You started off with some brand new cars, so there's a little break-in with a new car too, right?
Yeah. So I built two fresh kits for the year. Just the same cars, just new for the year. So whenever you do that, you always have to run them for a decent amount of time to break in the drive line and just break in the old car. So we went through that this morning, and we're getting to the point now where the cars are getting broken in. They're good. So yeah, we can just start kind of fine-tuning the tire program a little bit and fine-tune the cars to the track a little bit, and start kind of dropping the lap times here as the day comes to an end.
He's like, all right, so checking back in on the track here. We got Joe back out again. Just trying some ellipses here in clay compound, just trying to get an idea of how they react to the traction here at Southside. So I'm going to come into the pits here and get a little tune. So the track's maturing here a little bit. Joe's coming out now. We got some detox on the car. Just trying to give them a little bit of a idea of what one of these tires kind of feels like. You know, kind of went overcast. The weather kind of went overcast here, so track cools down quite a bit. So trying a couple things, getting them used to the different treads we have to offer. Here he comes now on the front straight, nice little tabletop. Long track here at Southside. Just kind of watch him go for the long section.
30 points, unknown driver. 29.2. Unknown driver.
Watch your engine straight.
32.1.
Alright, so we're going off the detox here. We're going to go on to the Reflex tire. See what's going on. Got a full practice session there on the detox.
26.5.
All doing the tire change here, and then we're going to go right back out.
36.2. 102.9. 103.4. 39 flat. 32.8. 32.4. 29 flat. 54.2. 57.6. 59.1.
All right, Joe, back here in the pits. We're doing some track time today with JConcepts, and we ran the E-buggy, we ran the Nitro buggy. We've been through some different tires, and we started with reflexes, triple Ds, worked our way into ellipse, then detox. So we've tried quite a few things already. The track's getting better, it's coming around. What are you thinking of the vehicles, how they're working today?
So far, the cars have been really good. It's been really good to be able to run a bunch of different tread patterns and compounds and stuff, just to be able to learn the product some more. And so far, I think my favorite tires are the silver detox, and then I would like to try to rehab at some point. I kind of think that'll be where we're at least for how wet the track is tonight. But yeah, so far it's been fun. Just kind of trying to have an open mind and just run whatever we want to and learn as much as we can, and that's what this weekend's about. So
yeah, so this is one of those kind of rare outdoor tracks where clay style compounds start to work. So that's kind of the kind of compounds we're trying now. We're going through and just kind of testing some things, trying some production items, trying some test things, and now you're kind of brushing them off here. Tell us about how you're going to kind of clean them up and then get ready for the next run.
Yeah, so basically I'm just kind of trying to get the compacted dirt out in between the pins, and then I'll just kind of clean up the sidewall and then put some liquid rinse on them while they're still dirty, and then go out and get another cycle through them, get another soft cycle, and a few more minutes on them for help breaking the foam and breaking the pin a little bit more. And this detox tire is going to last so long, so I think the more that we run it, just the better they're going to keep on getting, and just keep on kind of practicing, get some more time on everything, and just keep on learning.
Race registration is open. Please come on up, get signed up. Race registration is open. Please come up, get signed up. Registration will be open only for 30 minutes in the morning. That's from 8 a.m. to 8:30. Race registration will only be open from 8 to 8:30 tomorrow morning.
10 back. 40.7.
All right, Joe, it's getting to be dusk out here, getting towards night, and we're still running, going through the tires. The track's getting better. The vehicles are getting better for you, getting into that 28-second lap range, and even got into some low 28s. Talk to us about how the detoxes were running for you in that last Nitro buggy.
Yeah, so the silver detox that we mounted up a little bit ago, that was our third run on them. And for sure that was the best thing that we've ran so far today. That's kind of the first time that I've been able to just go out and drive for 5 minutes consistent and just do good laps every time. So yeah, I mean, I think with the new cars today, they're finally getting to the point where they're broken in now, and I can kind of just go out and lay down 5-minute runs.
Yeah, I mean, the Nitro car you probably have a little more time on so far. But we're going to get that electric car out there one more time, right?
Yeah, we're going to go out. This time we're going to run the silver detox. I haven't really ran like the favorite tire on the E-buggy quite yet. We've been trying to kind of do some ellipse stuff on the E-buggy, but we're going to run the silver detox on the E-buggy this time, and then stay up there and run the gold ellipse back to back. We did a little bit more work to them to try to get them to be a little bit better. We're thinking maybe if we can get those to work, those will be a little bit quicker. So we'll do a little back to back here and get some more time on the E-buggy and see what we're doing.
45 minutes remaining on race registration. You have 45 minutes remaining on race registration. Please come get signed up by the podium. Race registration by the podium, please. Brackets will remain open till 9 p.m. tonight. Track will open up at daylight tomorrow.
47.5. 28.3. 103.4. Ready to unload.
All right, Joe, we're just checking back in here after some more practice, and you got a chance to run a couple more tires here again and try them on the Nitro car. So how's it going here late into the night?
Yeah, so we're all finished now. We're just kind of cleaning up the cars and packing up for the night. But so we sanded down the gold ellipse a little bit, took it down to about half pin, and that really brought it alive. Yeah, it felt like a completely different tire than what it did whenever it was full pin. So that felt really good on the E-buggy. The silver detox is still just kind of, just stable and good, and like it has been all day. And then we got to try the silver rehab right at the end of the night for the last run, just to kind of get one run on them for tomorrow. And they were good right off the bat. I went right about the same speed I did on the detox. I think maybe that was a little bit more comfortable on the rehab. I thought that the steering feel off center was a little bit good, a little bit better with those. But overall, I mean, we have 3 choices for tomorrow that we can go between. They're all pretty solid, so we're in a good spot.
So going back and forth between the Nitro and the E-buggy here, what's it like between the two different?
So, I mean, we do it at every race, right? So we're pretty used to it, just going between the two, but it's pretty different. Practice days are a little bit harder because you might run one car 3 or so times in a row, and then you switch back to the other one for one, and then go back to the other. Where on a race day we run for 5 minutes on one car, 5 minutes on the next. So I mean, the throttle input is just so much different. Kind of the driving style between the Nitro and the E-buggy is just a lot different. The Nitro, you kind of flow a little bit more and open up your corners, and where the E-buggy, you can kind of point and shoot and use the power to your advantage. So, I mean, they're different styles, but we do it a lot, so we're used to it.
All right, back here Saturday morning, race day here. Track has been prepared it a little bit more packing. Trying to fix a lot of the footprints. You can see now some really nice shape. Very overcast today.
For 5 minutes of practice, an extra 5 minutes of practice. That's it. You have 5 minutes remaining.
Hey, Ron, lean the top a little bit.
Standard format, guys. 2 rounds of qualifying, double electric A mains, 25-minute nitro. Yes.
I got scared and
Yeah.
One of our track crew that is tirelessly worked on it for hours and hours. Yeah, Schweitzer out in front. Schweitzer leading the way. 11 lap, 5:26. Justin Bale into number 2 spot. Bornhorst working number 3. Richardson into 4. McRae into 5. Zasson 6. Frazier 7. Espinel in the number 8 spot. Yeah, Schweitzer right now leading the way. Now Bornhorst going to move up to the number 2. Bornhorst now on a 10-lap 5 flat. Schweitzer coming across the line, level lap 5:28. Schweitzer trying to work his way around some lap traffic.
All right, Joe, we're back here Saturday morning. We've got a little bit of moisture overnight. They repacked the track, and it looks really nice, but track got a little bit looser, a little pushier.
Yeah, so we went out for the Nitro buggy run and ran the silver detox, and it was just kind of pushy and loose. So
Your race leader is gone.
we ended up last night on the silver compound and really liked it, but just the difference in the moisture level, and then I think they kind of retamped some of the footprints again, so it kind of sealed it off again, kind of took the groove away. So we're going to try the green compound rehab for the E-buggy, kind of see if the track likes the green compound better than the clay stuff. So do a little bit of testing here. I know regardless it'll be, solid. So, but it might be, absolute right decision. So do a little bit of testing in the E-buggy run, and then we'll know for the Nitro buggy run.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, is getting through and having the two cars, similar tires. It allows you to kind of work between the two cars and test between the two, and then you kind of arrive back for the next round of Nitro, right?
Yeah, so I mean, there's no secret that Nitro is kind of the main focus here. So you know, coming down here, I thought about just running Nitro buggy, but I wanted to bring both cars so that we would have more testing opportunities. The E-buggy, you know, as long as you come with it prepared and you keep it up throughout the weekend, it doesn't take a whole lot of work. And then now with our Tekno 2.0 cars, they're really similar between the two cars, so we can kind of even test setup options and test tires and get some really good data out of the E-buggy.
I will see you out there in E-buggy, and it's been a good day here so far. Good weather, so we hope for it to continue, and we'll see you out there.
All right, cool, thank you.
What happened there? Out front
45 seconds left.
Thank you, Carl. Bornhorst, Julian, Lewis. Right now, your top three. Hold, working the 4. Trey Walker now to the 4. Espinel in the 5. Hold in the 6. Olds in 7.
All right, guys, let's go live here. 20 seconds.
All right, Joe, we're into qualifying here at the Southside Raceway, and we got through the first qualifier, Nitro buggy. Now we got a E-buggy run in there. We got your second Nitro buggy run, and how are things progressing with the track, and what are we trying tire-wise?
So for the first E-buggy run, I switched to the green rehab, just because the moisture level is really high, and for some reason the silver just didn't want to quite grip. So ran the first E-buggy one with the greens. The grip was really good, but I just kind of made some personal mistakes, and maybe was driving too hard, maybe trying to get too much out of the track, more than the track had to offer. So made some mistakes, wrecked a few times, so threw that one out. And then ran the next Nitro buggy one, ran the same green rehabs in that one. And yeah, went well, had a clean run, and set the TQ again, so we'll be starting on pole for the Nitro buggy team.
Yeah, so the Nitro buggy was a really good run in the second round. It was you got a little quicker lap time wise with the tire change. Plus it was the second round, and you had a couple runs to kind of judge where the track was going to, and it was a nice clean run for the most part, right?
Yeah, I had just one little tiny mistake. I think I just had to quickly turn around, but other than that, there's no marshals or anything like that. So still had you know, above 98% consistency run, and yeah, nice and clean. Got TQ.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we went with the green rehabs, and it's a real popular tire with a lot of the drivers here and a lot of our drivers specifically. And you know, you did a little scuffing of them, and then just on the concrete, a lot of guys like to do that type of thing, and then get out there, and because we don't get a lot of warm-up anymore in Nitro. There was a day where we would get 3 or 4 minutes out there. Now it's almost like you get 1 lap, maybe 2, and then you're on the clock, right?
Yeah, so kind of the, you know, back in the pits prep is becoming more important, because like you said, you have to go out there and be up the pace right as soon as you leave pit lane. So you don't really have those couple minutes to let your tires break in naturally and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we did a little scuff and then sauced them up a little bit, and right from the bat they're good to go.
And then you switched over, you put those back in the pits, and then you brought out the silvers once again, and we ran the second round of E-buggy.
Yep.
Because the sun came out there for a little while, and we thought, you know, the track was drying up, getting back to maybe where we were when we started practice. And you ran the E-buggy, turned some 27-second laps there at the beginning. You and Julian had some great laps. And how did that run kind of go? And this is your best E-buggy run so far?
Yeah, so yeah, cleaned that one up. The second one, you know, like you said, we went back to the silver. We kind of looked at the track, and there's, you know, beginning to be a little bit of a groove again, like what we ended the night with last night. Whenever the silvers were just killers. So we thought maybe it was getting back to that, so we decided to try the silver once again. And Just did a normal sauce program on that. Went out there and they're good right off the bat, but then they kind of fell off a little bit. I'm not sure if it was just with the sauce wearing off or what the problem was. So I think for the mains we're going to go back to the green. It's kind of a safer choice for the longevity of the mains. And yeah, the E-buggy run was good. Like I said, I started off really quick and just tried to have a clean run, not do anything too over whatever the word would be for that. Just tried to drive within myself, and as we went on, my grip kind of was going away a little bit, so I just kind of backed it down a little bit, tried to be safe, and just get the clean run in.
All right, well, we'll see you out there in the mains. We're going to go check the track a couple times too, see what it's looking like, but good luck. We'll see you out there.
All right, thank you.
All right, so nightfall here at Southside. Got the lights on. You can see the track here, and to me it looks beautiful. I like it when the track looks like this. I think we're going to go with the green compound in the main. We've been trying the silver compound quite a bit this weekend, but I think we'll end up going with the greens. We'll see how that goes. The track is still bumpier than you think it is. There's some sections that really get you out of shape.
Dave Duncan.
Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. Here we go. Pro E-buggy, number 1, underway. Julian right now leading the charge, followed by Joe Bornhorst. Just Whites are in the number 3 spot. Got the associated of Julian leading the Tekno.
And here he comes down the back straightaway. He's looking for a way around Jeff. Jeff having to drive very defensively here as Joe is all over the backside of him. 10 minutes down, 6 minutes left to go. To the inside, new race leader Joe Bornhorst now to the top spot. Coming across that start finish line, 1, 2, and 3. They got a comfortable lead right now over the 4th place running buggy of John Bernard. Man, Julian is hustling, trying to find a way around Jeff. That's a great race right now in that number 2 spot. Side by side as they go to the top of the hill. Julian with a lot of grip in that car. He's able to put it kind of really wherever he wants to, but wherever he's going, Jeff's already there. 3:30 left to go, 3:30 left to go. Joe Bornhorst right now with a 3.5 second lead here up on Julian. Jeff now in that number 2 or 3 spot, trying to close in on the backside of Julian here for a pass. Right, right now 2.3 seconds back, working their way around lap traffic. David Olson in the 4, John Bernard in the 5. All right, you guys, put your buggies down, coming out, grab a turn marshal spot. Race number 14 going to be coming up next. Just hold your cars, hold your trucks down, guys, hold your trucks. Missing marshals on the right-hand side of the track. A lot of marshals missing. Let's go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Let's fuel them up, fuel them up, fuel them up, fuel them up. Clean them out, clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Good and quiet. Here we go. We are off there running 25 minutes. Pro Nitro Buggy A main. Good morning. Oh, man, we got all kinds of problems that get together here in the back of the pack. We got a couple of them all tied up in the corner over here playing kissing. Fuel stop there for our race leader, Joe Bornhorst. and Julian still 1 and 2. Justin fails now down to the 4. I was just going to say he's up to the 3, but Gator made the fuel stop. And now Gator goes take back to the 3, and Justin gets his fuel. 11:30 down, 13:30 left to go. Joe Bornhorst still continuing to win with a 12-second lead here up on Julian. There's Joe coming across the start finish line. Gator in the number 3 spot. Right now, 3.9 seconds up on Kenny. Jeff Schweitzer in the number 5. David Olson in the 6. They're holding the 7. There's the continuing KSL the 9. And Gene Hickerson working the 10. Again, guys, we'll give out all of our awards at the end of the night. We'll give out all awards at the end of the night. 9 minutes left to go. 9 minutes left to go. That's 16 minutes down. 9 minutes remaining. Joe Bornhorst right now. Continually going. Got 4:40 left to go. David Olson finds himself in the 6th spot as he comes across the line. He's 1 lap back to Kenny Morris for the 5. Kenny right now 2.1 seconds behind Jeff Schweitzer. These two have been really battling it out back and forth, back and forth. Jeff right now with a very slim edge over Kenny. Gator Lopez still holding on to the 3. Julian in at number 2. He's been the entire race. Joe Bornhorst out in front. Right hand side of the track as they come down the hill. Kenny keeping it nice and smooth, steady in the middle section of the track, up over the triple he goes. Nice and clean. Well, we got one room upside down right here in front of him. I'm holding on for that number 3 in front of the podium spot. Gator Lopez going to come home in the number 4. Joe Bornhorst taking the big win here in Dirt Nitro buggy.
Good run, man. Look good.
Yeah.
What did you think? We did a last-second audible there on the tire.
So we were planning on running the green rehab.
Let's go.
And we ran the E-buggy about 10 minutes or so before the Nitro buggy run. I kind of thought that there wasn't really enough forward bite to rehab just because of those semi-lateral pins. I was kind of thinking while I was driving my E-buggy what would be better for Nitro buggy. And I thought I wanted to stay on the green, so I did. And then I thought kind of just
Marshalls, please.
go through tire, which is a
Please. Let's go, fellas. Marshalls, let's go.
Last second, grab those out of the box, sauce those up.
I need Joe, Julian, Kenny, Gator, Jeff, David,
It was a nice smooth run. I mean, that was the key, really.
Yeah.
The track looked really nice, but it was still would bite you every now and then. Just anybody out there.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of may look easy, but there's so much
Come on, guys, I
stuff in
need
it
my
that
marshals
kind
out
of
here,
bites you
please,
without knowing.
quickly.
So the whole time I just kind of tried to play it safe and not kind of just drive within myself and not do anything stupid. So yeah, just kind of had a nice clean
Quickly,
run.
please. Start marshals,
I
quickly.
didn't have any marshals that were on me. I
45
had
seconds to the start of the race.
a lap target put right in front of me that kind of put me over. Maybe
Come
10
on,
minutes again,
Kenny
but,
and Terry, y'all please separate. Please separate. Go Marshall.
myself, I didn't
Kenny
think
Morris,
Marshall
go
was good.
separate. Go Marshall.
All right, man. Well, good run. We'll get out there and turn Marshall, and
30
we'll see you
seconds to the
soon.
start of the race.
23:30 left to go. Race clean now, guys. Race clean. Really close together.
You're really close.
Okay, but if you guys do, you
You're
have
2 minutes down.
My man went in there just to fly. Just don't go in there. 1:30 down, 6:30 left to go. Joe Bornhorst, Julian right now running 1 and 2. Julian keeping tabs with Joe. Joe not able to pull away here. Joe coming up on the backside of some lap traffic here.
Brandon Eugene done. Julian Oliveira's done.
Just waiting on Jeff.
Mitchell Schaffer done. Jeff Switzer done. Pierce Cron's done. All drivers are finished.
All right, guys, that's the race. Everybody is done.
All right, Joe. We're packing it up here. Victorious 2 wins. Got the E-buggy win there in A2.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about the transition from the Nitro buggy race to the E-buggy race.
So I kind of just used what I learned in the E-buggy, and I ran actually the exact same tires, just the green reflex, and it's just pretty much easy to drive, easy to race. I could put the car where I needed it to, and Yeah, I mean, just had a nice clean run. Started second behind Julian and just kind of made a quick pass, I think, on the first lap. Yeah, just had a consistent run and pulled away a little bit and got the win.
Yeah, the weather was kind of coming. It was cooling down. Track was a little wet here at night, and you know, it's obviously dark, but it looked like the lap times were there, and the consistency was really good in that second main.
Yeah, I think the track was just a touch slower than what it was the first one. I think I got down in the 27th the first one, and then the second one I got maybe like a low 28, but I drove a little bit better the second one. I think the reflex kind of was a little bit easier to drive and just easier to maneuver, so had really good consistency in both of them, and yeah, just was good to bring home another win.
All right, well, congrats on the double wins here, and thanks
you
for joining JConcepts. It's
Yeah.
been a pleasure. It's been a great weekend, and
Yeah, pumped to be here.
we'll see you at the next track.
All right, cool. Thank you.